If you've got yourself a Meta Quest 2 or even the Quest Pro that I use, one of the most annoying things about it is the Guardian boundary. There is actually one other thing that annoyed me even more when I was live streaming a couple of days ago using this, but that can be a little bonus tip for the end. But every time you want to move, or you want to go and make a drink, or you want to go and make some breakfast, and you want to keep the headset on because you're either watching something on VR Netflix, VR Prime, or you're even halfway through a game, when you start moving around, it activates pass-through. You need to set a boundary again before you can carry on, and it's just a lot of effort. You can turn the boundary off. I'm going to show you how. It's not difficult at all, and you will have an excellent time once you have. First of all, you want to head over to the developer Meta website, which I'll put a link to that in the description below. You're just going to want to register yourself as a developer. There's nothing difficult here at all, just in the developer name, just put your name. If you look at historic videos about this, or even articles online, you used to have to wait for an application to be accepted before you could get access to this, but not anymore. So once you've got your developer account, put your headset on, head over to settings, and then go to your actual device settings, and you'll be absolutely infuriated because every article that you've read online that shows you how to do this says you should have a developer area now in that menu, and you don't. The exact same thing happened to me, and after reading online, people was like, yeah, it just takes time for it to go through, and you have to wait. Well, actually, you don't. If you go to software update next, now you've got a developer account, there should actually be a software update. If there isn't a software update, power off your headset, power it back on, and do the same again. When you go to software update, this time you'll probably have one there. So apply the update, and once the update's finished, it will restart your headset, and when you go back into the settings menu now, you have a developer area where you can turn off the Guardian boundary. There's one thing about the Guardian boundary being off that I'm not a fan of. If you activate pass-through regularly by double tapping the side, or even going onto the menu and turning on pass-through so you can see through the cameras so you know what's going on around you, you can't do that with the Guardian mode off. There is no pass-through. When you turn Guardian off, unless you find a workaround for it, then let me know in the comments because I'd love to know, because it is a little bit annoying. That's the trade-off. It's like, right, you've got no Guardian boundary, but you can no longer tap on the side to put pass-through on. But obviously, it is as easy as just going into the settings. If you know you're going to be stationary for a while, so you're just sat chilling, maybe watching some Netflix or whatever, you know you're just going to be sat still, but occasionally need to put pass-through on, you can just go into the settings, go to developer, and then obviously turn the Guardian on, so then you can still tap on the side and get your pass-through. So really, you could actually leave the Guardian boundary on when you know you're sitting still, but turn it off when you want to go for a walkabout. Now that's it for the Guardian boundary. Now, one little bonus tip that may not apply to you, and it might only be a me problem. I was actually streaming using this the other day, and I was using Oculus Link. So I was actually connected to the PC with the link cable, and I had all my monitors displayed and laid out exactly how I wanted in the virtual world. But every time I took the headset off to maybe walk away and make a drink, I'd come back, I'd put the headset back on, and everything had reset. Now, the reason for this is in your power options. If you go to the power options, it will go to sleep after 15 seconds by default, which is not very long at all. So every time I'm taking the headset off, it's going to sleep, and it's losing the link, it's stopping casting, and all of that, and I'm having to start again every time. So the way you can avoid this, or if you want to put your headset down, and when you pick it back up and put it on, everything's exactly how you left it, just go to these power options and just extend the time from 15 seconds to 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 4 hours, whatever works for you. And whilst you're at it, it's also probably worthwhile turning this setting off, because that can be quite annoying as well when the headset powers on when you're carrying it or anything like that. Just use the power button. It's what it's there for. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing lots of VR videos, actually. I think that's the direction I'm going to take this channel in, is primarily VR-related stuff. See you on the next one.